Well, we are 10 games into our first ever Premier League season with Leicester City, and I can confirm we are not rubbish. Hello, welcome to part 9 of the King Power project, and coming up in today's episode, we do have our Premier League fixtures against Liverpool and Man City, so two very tough games, but I'm hopeful we can get at least try and get 2 points, if not, try and get at least one win out of today's episode, but that would be nice. But since the start of the season, we've actually been not too bad. Our first month, as like the last season, was a bit sloppy. Failing to only picked up 2 points against Crystal Palace and Aston Villa, but September onwards, we picked up 4 wins. A win against Nottingham Forest, a draw against Arsenal, a win against Everton. Did lose against Man United 3-2, but that's very unfortunate. We were 2-1 up as well. No, we were 2-0 at one point, but couldn't really do enough. Then we did win against Ipswich 2-1. Then we absolutely thumped Tottenham 5-2. Just casually thumped a big, really reasonably big team. Obviously, Tottenham 5-2. It doesn't really make any sense, but we did, and we beat them quite nicely. But obviously, like I said, two difficult games today, and being Liverpool and Man City. We did do one late bit of transfer business. That is Victor Chus. He's a 24-year-old Spanish centre-back, 3.5 stars of current ability, decent Premier League player, and he comes in from Sunderland for £22 million. It's like a decent player, just another player to have in the defence. I don't think we sold anyone else on near the end of the transfer window. No, we didn't, apart from just no doubt another one of our youngsters. I think that's all the business we did. I don't think, obviously, we do have players leaving us in January. Them being Rootface, he's joining Real Hispanis for 26 million. Patson Daka is leaving us. I'm just like, he's not good enough. He's a good championship player, and he's our fourth best striker. That's saying something. Our fourth best striker. He's absolutely rubbish. And Caleb Bacola, we've accepted a free bids for him, all from Sunderland, Villarreal, RB Leipzig, all for £9.5 million. So hopefully he can get gold. But the Premier League table does look like this. After 10 games played, we are lying in 6th. We're not going to stay there for long. If we lose these 2 games, I'm sure we'll drop down. Obviously, the board only wants us to avoid relegation, but if we can finish in the top 7, it will obviously give us a lot more money to spend in the summer, so which will be absolutely fantastic. So let's get into our first game of the episode against Liverpool. This is the lineup. It will be Hermansen in goal. Yes, we did learn about. We have recalled him just because I realised he is probably our best goalkeeper. Tobias is only a good championship goalkeeper, whereas Hermansen is a decent Premier League goalkeeper. So that's basically why we called him. And I haven't really got I don't really like Tobias. So I think Hermansen's going to be our first choice goalkeeper for the remainder of this season, unless we do decide to sell him in January. Then, in which case, Tobias will be our first choice goalkeeper, or unless Stolarczyk. But no, they're both championship goalkeepers. Goalkeeping issues is yeah, it's a big problem. Yeah, I think we might need a new goalkeeper in January or the summer. A world-class goalkeeper. That's what we need. Then we got a back four of Chet Spence, Root Face. Again, he's a player. Obviously, he is going decent. So why are we playing him anyway? What's my assistant manager seeing him? So we are going to play Victor Truss and Vestergaard and Christensen in the back four. Then we've got Martel at the base of the midfield. Then ahead of him, we've got Ndidi and Skip. No, not Skip. Bellingham's far better. Then we've got McAteer on the right, Mavadidi on the left. Then we've got Patson Daka up front. Seamer, fine. Seamer is carrying a bit of a knock, so we'll play Patson Daka up front for the first half. Then if it goes Pete Tong, we'll get on Abdullah Seamer in the second half. Really, I don't know what my assistant manager is thinking starting Patson Daka, but we'll let him off this game. If he scores a couple of goals this game, great. I mean, did score at least one goal against Tottenham, which was fairly good. But now that he's got a move set, I reckon they'll start scoring a lot of goals. They will score at least 10 more goals before the opening day of the January transfer window. I haven't really thought about who I'm signing as his replacement yet. There's a few that I'm thinking about. That's got to be offside. Maybe not. 1-0 to Liverpool, goal scored by Mo Salah. I thought there was a slight questions of offside, but I don't think he was. It's probably a brilliantly timed run, managed to do with Mo Salah. Come on. 10 minutes left to play of the first half. Mavididi with an interception, and we do just lump upfield. I mean, seriously, lads, what are we going to do with that? We're against Liverpool. Just do some short, quick passing. That's what I would prefer. Gomez has got the ball. Can we just get it out? We don't, but thankfully, Gravenberch's header wasn't on target, and it was well over the top of a crossbar. 5 minutes left to go of the first half. Robertson, it whips in the corner. Can we get it clear? Martel does get his head onto it. Now Darwin, thankfully, was well wide of the post. If we can get an equaliser, if we just can create a few more chances before half time, that would be nice. Darwin is field goal, and he does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0. It's not really the way I thought the first half was going to go, but we are against Liverpool. We've only had one shot on goal. It's not ideal, but we are probably against the best team in the Premier League. These things definitely need to improve. I think Patson Daka will give him another 10 more minutes and we will make our first couple changes. Mavididi is also tiring, so we'll probably end up getting him off probably Samuel Edozie. So let's go Patson Daka for Seema. Samuel Edozie can also come on for Mavididi, and I think Ndidi can also make way for Harry Winks. That's again, there is areas of improvement which we could potentially do in January. I think midfield's a big one, because I don't, as much as I like Oliver Skip and Harry Winks, I just don't think they're good enough. I don't think they're Premier League standards, so I think Skip and Winks probably both go in January. If not, we'll wait until the summer. McIntyre's had a horrible game, so we will go and get on Fataru, who's absolutely shocking. Sky Bet Championship player. We'll just ignore that for now, and I think final change for now will be James Justin on for Christensen. Come on, 10 minutes left to play. Can we get at least one goal? We've had one more shot in this half. Whoopsie-doo, I don't think we're going to get a goal. If we do, it will probably just only be that one goal. I don't think we're going to get 2 goals in 2 minutes. I think that's just far too impossible. Can we get an attacker? And Darwin Nunez puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 3-0. That is very much a victory, all wrapped up for Liverpool. And we've been awful today. We've been absolutely awful. There's me saying in the intro, we're not rubbish. I think we might be starting to turn into a bit of rubbish now. That's fluffed up the team talk. That's not what I was meant to do. And as a result of that defeat, we do drop out of the European places, but that's never really the goal for this season. Obviously, the board only want us to avoid relegation, but if we can finish inside that top half, it would be nice. But if we can just pick up a bit of form, obviously Man City next, let's just hope, I just hope we can get out. We're not playing at the Etihad, we're at home, but hopefully should be able to get at least a point, then if we're lucky, try and beat them. The lineup for our match against Man City will be Hermansen in goal, our back four of Spence, Seema, Chust and Christensen. Then we've got Martel at the base of the midfield, then ahead of him we've got Bellingham and Winks, then we've got McIntyre on the right, Mavididi, and on the left then we've got Abdullah Seema up front. Come on lads, let's hope for a bit of a better result. Hopefully a few more shots on goal, because from what I recall from the previous game, we only have 3 shots. I don't think any of them were on target, so hopefully if we can put a few goals past Man City, which hopefully we should be doing, as we are the home team have got the home advantage, so we should be getting at least a I'm hopeful we can get at least one goal this first half, because that last match was just absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I know we were against Liverpool, but we beat Tottenham 5-2. The standard of the team's not really that high. Come on, 15 minutes left to play of the first half. It's been a fairly quiet first half. I will take this all day long. 0-0 leading up into the half-time break. This has been a very decent first half, because we're not losing. That's the main thing. I take a 0-0 draw any day of the week. I really will. But a late goal or an early goal in the first half, that would be absolutely wonderful. Job, placeable to trust. Now to Seamer. We've got obviously a different partnership this game, because obviously I don't think Face and Vestergaard have got very long left with Leicester City. Obviously Face is leaving us in January. Caleb Bacolai has also confirmed this move. Can't remember where to. And McAteer puts the ball into the back of the net against this former club. Or is that McAteer again? I get confused with the two. It's McAteer. He wasn't from Leicester, Leicester homegrown boy. So yeah, definitely did not come through the Leicester Man City Youth Academy. That's James McAteer, I presume. They're very similar names. Obviously one ends in an R, one doesn't. Martel plays the ball back to Chus, back to the keeper if you need. Just playing nice, simple pass. Christensen gets in the tackle. We don't have the ball back. That's a great tackle, and Haaland, by some miracle, has actually put it wide of the post. I thought he would have found the bottom left-hand corner, but I'll take this. Half an hour left to play. We are leading against Man City. We have a chance to potentially cause an upset, and that Silva does have a shot, and it is deflected wide through a corner ball, which Grealish is going to whip in. We'll probably give it another 5 minutes, and we'll make our first couple of substitutions. Hermansen with a brilliant catch from the Grealish corner ball, made it look so simple. It really did. We are going to make a couple of changes. Bellingham is going to make way for Indeedy. Christensen is going to make way for James Justin. Luke Thomas is not on the bench for good reason. We are going to be I'm trying to sell him before the January transfer window, because he's just not Premier League potential. Last time I looked at him, I think he said he was a League One player, so that's alarm bells ringing straight away. And I think last change will be, we're going to get off Mavididi for Samuel Edozie. He can have a little bit of a run around. We'll keep Amaze inside forward, because he is right-footed. So anyone playing on the right and left-hand side and right-footed should be a inside forward. We've got 15 minutes left to play. Still currently 1-0 up against Leicester. No, we're not 1-0 up against Leicester. We are Leicester. We can't be 1-0 up against ourselves. I'm a very silly boy. But we are 1-0 up against Man City. Akanji has got the ball, plays the ball to Edison. Can we possibly get in a tackle where hopefully we can potentially go and score a second goal, which should hopefully wrap up the 3 points? Doku plays the ball to Nunez. Haaland is through on goal and puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0. It is going to be checked by VAR. I suspect it's going to count. It's not going to count. A goal has been disallowed. I don't think he was offside there. It's very tight. It is very, very tight, but that is very clearly offside. And as it stands, 10 minutes left to play. Still 1-0 up against Man City. I was going to say against Messi. Messi doesn't play for Man City yet. We've got a couple of minutes left to play, but we are closing in on the 3 points against the Citizens. Come on, Rodrigo, can we just get it clear? Well done. Winks, just lump upfield. That could have been a great ball. If it was in the air, I reckon it would have made it to Seamer. Nunez has got the ball. Can we get it clear? We do. Indeed, that's the wrong direction. But thankfully, Haaland is human this game, and he doesn't score a header, which is absolutely not really like him at all. And we have beaten Man City. We were absolute rubbish against Liverpool, and now we've just beaten Man City 1-0. I mean, this Premier League season, really, really strange. We beat teams like Man City and Tottenham. Then we haven't lost too many games. I mean, we've only lost a handful of games, but I think it's been all right. I think we will definitely avoid relegation. but I want to win. I want to be in the top four. Not that we're going for a Champions League win in this save. We just want to try and win the Premier League within 5 seasons. Whether or not we get to the 5th season, I do not know. Even if it does mean doing like 2-3 episodes per season, but it hasn't come to that just yet. But hopefully, we do continue to carry on winning games. We've got a couple, I wouldn't say a couple easy games against Newcastle. Brentford's an easy game. Newcastle, it's hit and miss because you don't know what type of team you're going to come up against there. But yeah, we've got some easy games. January seems like a very easy month. Wolves, Crystal Palace, Leeds United, Bournemouth, Aston Villa. Those should, I reckon, hopefully, if we can have 5 wins, maybe even more between now and the next episode, that should be very, very good. So I think we'll probably play through a whole bunch of games. So I think we'll probably just come back after the January transfer window. Hopefully, I think I will have done a lot of business. So we'll probably come back for our games against Arsenal and Everton. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.